Time that I've been involved with this project, I've been doing work in media studies, and because I was away at the beginning of the year, I decided, and I teach drama as well, I decided to implement a unit in drama. So there were no games, physical games, it was just me and the kids in a room, and because we play games in drama, I thought it was interesting for them to see, playing a drama game and then creating a play about games. I'm not sure if they really picked that up, but but the games that we played with the kids were sort of adaptations of games that they might play. So there was a shoot me up game, and with music and different levels, and they were very simple drama games which were adapted for a games type unit. There was a slow motion game, slow motion relay. There are a few things here that I didn't do. The kids did a game survey, and then they played some of their own games on the computer. So very similar sorts of things. So basically the idea was for them to create a type of narrative about a game, and using their skills that they've learnt in drama, role play skills, improvisation skills, and I guess getting them to reflect on how games impact on their own life and whether they can be educational. And that's the great thing about this subject, is that you can take things that kids do in their lives, or that they're thinking about, and by doing a role play, a creative role play, they can learn a lot about what they're doing. And all the kids in this particular class play games, all of them. It was universal. And so they had no problem creating the play. I guess at year 8, the end product, looking at the end product, it was okay, it wasn't brilliant. So I'll just show you what they... it was very... it's very... theatrical, I suppose. Look, if I was to do the unit again, I would change it and adapt it. But this was the theme. They could choose one: adults against gaming, teenagers for gaming, the kid who got stuck in a game and couldn't get out. A new game created and developed by a bunch of high school kids, and then there were some parameters around what they had to create. So they had to have one scene where it was completely mime, and they had to use music from a game, though there was one group that used a piece of Beethoven music. I don't know why, they just chose that piece. They had to have a frozen tableau somewhere, and the scenes didn't have to be in chronological order, but they had to be a freeze. Students could play more than one character, not everyone had to be in the scene. And then over a series of weeks, they presented each of their scenes for feedback, and I gave them some feedback. And then at the end, they presented their 3 scenes, and then we all peer assessed them using this criteria. And and so generally it was, an interesting unit. Again, it was the first time I've done it, so I would probably change it next time. But I think drama, English, if you're looking at games, it doesn't necessarily have to be about... This is what I learned. It doesn't necessarily have to be about making games, analysing games, because kids they're smart and with it, and games are really role plays at the end of the day. You're role playing in a situation, and kids love to get up and act and perform, and so I think drama is the perfect vehicle for doing that. And my big thing is getting kids away from technology, moving away from a screen, and because it's just so ubiquitous at the moment and kids really engage with it. They really love to perform and show what they're doing, and working in groups. So that's what I did.